Here is your full, long, engaging, emotional 40-minute style YouTube story, written in smooth paragraphs, no headings, strong hook, deep emotion, continuous pacing, and a powerful closing message. If you want image prompts or SEO package, just tell me after this. The glass was already in his hand when he felt the slightest tap on his elbow. It wasn't enough to catch anyone's attention, just enough to stop his world. The young waitress standing beside him didn't blink, didn't smile, didn't even breathe. She simply slipped a folded note across the polished restaurant table and whispered so quietly he wasn't sure he heard her at all. Don't drink it, and leave. Now. For a second, the CEO, Daniel Hale, a man who had faced hostile boardrooms, billion-dollar losses, and scandalous headlines, felt something he wasn't used to: fear. Real, cold fear. He looked at the note. They're watching you. The drink is not safe. Please trust me. His fingers tightened around the glass. His heartbeat thumped so loud it drowned out the jazz playing through the expensive speakers. Around him, people laughed, toasted wine, celebrated promotions and proposals. Everything felt normal, too normal. He turned to the waitress, her trembling hand already moving away. Wait, he whispered, grabbing her hand gently. Tell me what's going on. The look she gave him wasn't the look of someone lying. It was the look of someone terrified, terrified for him. And that was the moment you couldn't look away, because he couldn't either. Whatever was happening, it was bigger than a ruined dinner. Bigger than a spilled drink. Bigger than him. And this was only the beginning. If you're watching, stay with this story, you won't want to miss what happens next. And if you want more powerful, emotional stories like this, don't forget to like this video and subscribe. It helps more than you know. Daniel stood slowly, pushing the glass away. Walk with me, he murmured, still holding her wrist lightly, careful not to frighten her. I can't, she stammered. If they see me, they'll know. Please just go. But Daniel had already risen, slipping his jacket over his arm, pretending he needed fresh air. She followed him with her eyes, silently begging him to move faster. He did. The moment he stepped into the hallway that led to the exit, he felt her slip beside him, walking briskly but silently. Why are you coming? He asked. Because if something happens to you, they'll know I tried to stop it. He didn't understand, but instinct told him to trust her. When they reached the alley behind the restaurant, she exhaled shakily, as if she'd been holding her breath for minutes. My name's Lily, she finally said. I need you to listen. No interruptions. Daniel nodded. That man you were having dinner with, the one in the gray suit. Daniel felt his stomach twist. That was Victor Lane, a senior partner from one of the largest investment firms in the country. They were negotiating a high-risk but extremely profitable deal. Victor had insisted on meeting in person. He's not who you think he is, Lily continued. He isn't there to sign anything. He's there to make sure you don't sign anything ever again. The words hit him like concrete. What do you mean? He wants your company. Someone hired him. Someone powerful. Daniel swallowed hard. There were dozens of rivals who wanted him out. His company was rising too fast, disturbing too many people. But murder? That felt unreal. It sounds insane, Lily whispered, but he paid a kitchen worker to slip something in your drink. I overheard it. I saw him watching the bar, waiting. Daniel rubbed his forehead. The world suddenly felt small, dangerous. Why help me? He finally asked. Lily's eyes softened, and her voice cracked. Because I know what it's like when no one warns you. My brother died because no one said anything. People saw something wrong and stayed quiet. I won't be one of them. Her voice trembled, but her resolve didn't. Daniel felt something inside him shift. All his life he'd seen people do things because they wanted something: money, power, reputation. She didn't want anything. She just wanted to save a stranger. Suddenly the back door of the restaurant banged open. Lily flinched. Victor stepped out, scanning the alley. Daniel, he called casually, his voice chillingly calm. You forgot your paperwork. Come inside. Daniel's pulse surged. Lily gripped his sleeve. Don't go, she whispered. Victor saw them, and smiled. That smile froze the air. There you are, Victor said, taking a step forward. We have business to finalize. Daniel stepped in front of Lily. The deal is off. Victor's eyes narrowed. A second later, two men stepped out behind him, men Daniel hadn't noticed in the restaurant. Bodyguards, or worse. Daniel, Victor said, dropping the friendly tone, "You're making this harder than it needs to be." Lily's breath hitched. "We need to run." "No." Daniel took her hand firmly. "We need to call someone." He dialed the police with trembling fingers. Victor's smile faded as the sirens echoed closer than he expected. "You think this ends tonight?" Victor hissed, backing away. "You're playing a dangerous game." But the police arrived before he could escape. Lily's story, the footage in the kitchen, and the tampered drink were enough for an immediate arrest.